Bold Design, and today I'm out in the front yard playing with an antique Raleigh bicycle. Comical story. This bike was in a guy's garage for quite a few years. His wife used to drive it when she went to college, I think. Anyway, a guy was going to haul to the dump. Shifter didn't work on it, tires were flat, and one of the wedge pins in the crank was loose, so that was flopping. My carpenter Dwight was there and took pity on it, thought there was some value in it. And when I stopped by, he showed it to me, and I told him I'd fix it for him. So anyway, brought it home, tightened up the crank pin, no big deal. And then the rear shifter, which I'll show you a picture. Yeah, those are almost always gone when you get these old bikes because they stick right out on the axle, and if you go buy anything really close, road sign or anything, or another bike, it just cleans them right off. And they're fairly complicated to put back together, so most people just ride them in high gear because that's what it goes to by default. So anyway, I sent to Harris Cycle and got the new pin that screws in with the chain on it with the threads in it. And when I went to put it back on the end of the cable, the threads were different in the cap on the cable, so I had to build an adapter, which took me a couple tries, but I've got it. Life is good, and the bike shifts just fine. It doesn't have an original Sturmey Archer little click-click shifter because I don't think Dwight wanted to pay the 25 bucks it was going to cost to get it here. It was like 20 bucks and $5 shipping, something like that. But anyway. It's got a shifter on it. It's a Huffy, but it shifts nice. These old 3-speed shifters shift like an old square-geared truck transmission. You have to let off, maybe pedal backward a little bit to get it going the next gear, but it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. So, I've got another bike project that I'm working on that I want to explain to you once I get off of this one. So hang on a minute. Okay, this is the trike that I'm building now, which is a slight improvement over the trike I'm riding now. Now, the problem I'm at right now is I need 2 front hubs and a rear hub, you know, whatever, 3-speed, 8-speed, whatever. And I don't have either one, and it's fairly expensive to buy them. So, what I want to do eventually is, you see that Velomobile body over there? I want to build one a lot nicer than that, a lot more streamlined, and a lot lighter. That one weighs like 25 pounds. And the one I want to put on it, hopefully, the way I think I'm going to do it is only going to weigh like 5 pounds. So, here's the deal. Let me show you this. Okay, this is the trike that Velomobile body fits on. Now, I'm not going to use this trike anymore because it's the old style. It's not low and everything. And that Velomobile body was, I think, my second try, and it's kind of bulky and heavy, and I just know I can do a lot better. So I really have no use for this trike. So what I'm going to do is, look, there's a set of hubs right there. I'm going to take these hubs off, unspoke them, respoke them on 20-inch wheels, and I've got a Sturmey Archer 8-speed back there with disc brake. It takes care of and it even has the right tire on it. Like, I don't know what it is. It's bigger than this 23C. Anyway, so I'm going to take that off and put that on the other bike, and then I'll have a bike ready to build a Velomobile body, much more sleek, much lighter. And I'll just retire this and put it up overhead. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Velomobile body. I may haul that to the warehouse because I'm never going to use it again, and I'm going to have another Velomobile, so I may have to get rid of that. A lot of work, but it's a learning curve. So that's where I am on that. Now, let's go up to the factory. Okay, today I came out and I finished all the orders on the books. As of noontime, everything was cleaned up. But I don't have any inventory left. The last BIOS 5 went out the door, and when they go out the door, I know I'm in trouble because that's a big seller. So I've got a few SS remotes left. That's about it. So tomorrow, if I don't have too many orders, I got to start building again. I'm going to start with BIOS 5s because that's a big one. I got all kinds of bottles, so I got to build a batch of 25 or 50 of those tomorrow. So earlier today, I was down in the woods on my 16 acres down there, 20 acres, whatever, just looking around, looking for a place to pitch my hammock. And there's 2 or 3 really nice spots there, but none of them at this time meet all my requirements. And the 2 requirements they don't meet is, I'd like to have a water supply nearby, and one of them does have that. But I'd also like to have some big rocks or something to set your stove on and cook on. So what I may do, just to get the job done, is buy a little 6-foot long picnic table and put it down there. So when Robert and I are cooking our supper, we'll have a place to sit down and cook. I mean, yeah, you could be hardcore and cook right on the ground and all that, but there's no need for it. It's not like we're out on the Appalachian Trail. And even on the Appalachian Trail in the shelter, you have a place to set up and cook. So that's what we're probably doing. We don't need the shelter because we're hammock camping. So that's my 2 cents, and I'm still working on that. Eventually I'll get down there and pitch my hammock, and you'll get to see the whole thing. I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Try to have a really great day, and try to have some fun today. You deserve it.